Right, so we're gonna do some archery practice today for a couple of rounds. I've got my PSC Stinger Max with me. Nice bow. This is called a quiver. I've only got 4 arrows because I shot one of my arrows in half yesterday or the other day when I was practicing. Essentials when you're doing your archery. I always have my extra set of tips that go on the end. Sometimes when you shoot the arrow, you'll break a tip and that'll cause you to accidentally dry fire because your arrow won't hold on to the notch. Have a set of hex tools to adjust the sights so that I can, if I'm shooting high or low or left or right, I can adjust the sights on the arrow. Another essential, sometimes when I'm out practicing, I'm out in the woods on a public range. There's also a hunting ground by myself. I don't know what's out there, so I take my kukri with me. Nice. I'm not expecting it, but coyotes, foxes, they do attack. I'll be ready. So I keep it on me, I keep it in my pocket when I'm on the range. And last but not least, the PSC Max. This piece here is called a release. You put it around your hand. You can adjust the tightness. And this is a good one because you can adjust the tightness the same every time out. So it's a nice comfortable fit. This is your release trigger. That's how you release the line to shoot the arrow out of the bow. Last but not least, this is the bow. PSE Max. Just gonna lock my quiver in. Put it right there on the bow. Some people have a hip quiver. I plan on getting a hip quiver because it just makes life a lot simpler, especially when you're out and you have to go and retrieve your arrows. You don't always want to carry the bow with you and keep loading them back into the quiver and bringing them, and you're walking back and forth. So it's easier to just have a hip quiver. You just throw it right on your side and then you can load your bow when you get back. But either way, it doesn't make any difference to me. It's all about exercise. All right, so I'm gonna put this tip here in this area called the notch. And once that's securely in, I'm gonna clamp the release down to this little clip right here, and we're gonna take our shot. One of the things I'm learning, because I'm fairly new to this, by the way, I've only been shooting for about 2 months. But one of the things I'm learning is, aside from setting your sights, you have to also worry about your grip. You have to worry about wind and all of the other elements. But grip is very important also because you can be on target, but your grip will throw you off target, especially as you release the arrow. So I try not to grip tight at all. And, I leave my hands loose. I don't really need to touch the bow with the other ones, but I like to have these 2 fingers loosely wrapped around the neck of the grip. Good posture, standing up straight. And as a Muslim hunter, I have to make sure to always remember to say Bismillah before I release the arrow, because if I kill that meat, I want that meat to be halal, which means that's permissible for me to eat. All right? So that's another thing that I practice when I'm training, is always say Bismillah before I release the arrow. As I'm holding the arrow, good posture, good form, constantly trying to repeat the same motions over and over, get a good feel for the target. Always remember, you shoot the bow shoots the arrow. I'm trying to adjust the weight for this bow for hunting season. And I think right now it's somewhere around 50, 55. I'm trying to work it all the way up to at least 65 pounds of draw weight. And I want that power and that speed. So when I start to put my broad head tips on my bow, then I want to kill quickly and efficiently. And I don't want to make a lot of misses. I love that sound. So I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna go get the arrows, and I'll show you. I'll take a picture of what it looks like when I get there. All right, so as you can tell, I'm shooting from my patio to a target that's approximately 25 yards away. First shot of the afternoon. I'm sore, I'm tired. I'm just making excuses. I didn't get all bullseyes, but it's okay. That's why we out here practicing. We're gonna keep it going, and we're gonna make sure everything is grouped a little tighter on the next round. So this is a sport, and this is exercise, trust me. Walking back and forth, 50 pounds, 55 pounds, 65 pounds, 70 pounds, or even more. Draw weight, holding it, using your upper body strength. Walking up and down the steps, up and down a hill, whatever you have to do to retrieve your arrows after you shoot them. This is all exercise. So you do this for about an hour straight. If you can do it for about an hour straight, you're good. If you can't, you're probably out of shape, and your draw weight is probably too high for you. So you need to get stronger, strengthen up. So and again, I'm no expert. I've only been doing this a couple of months, so if you have some tips, feel free to offer them. If you have some criticism, it's okay, I got thick skin. You know, it's very calming, very therapeutic. Come home from a long day, stressful afternoon, whatever. Come out here, shoot your bow. Take out some tension. Get on the tractor. Water your food. Because that's what I'm growing, food. You know, gardening here sounds nice. I'm growing food. Flowers have a purpose. Other than being pretty, they're used to draw beneficial insects, pollinators. Without pollinators, you have no food. So, I'm not disrespecting the gardeners. I recognize the need for flowers. But I'm growing food. And I'm attracting beneficial insects and animals with pollinator gardens and things of that nature. Peace. Let's go see the second shot. Walking up and down the steps. Boy, I might have to adjust my sights, man. But I'm telling you, I think it was all grip. You know, I can't say adjust my sights when I got one in the center. So it's all about grip. It's all about stability, and try not to anticipate the release and jerking at the last minute. That's when you get things that are way outside the target. But this was arrow number 1 and arrow number 2. I number my arrows so that I can try to remember how my shot felt as I was shooting it. I'm not gonna sit here and say right now I remembered how I felt on arrow 4 and 5, but I try to repeat the same actions all the time. I try to have the same grip. That being said, you know, it's just a matter of, okay, so keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. This is what we do out here on the farmstead, and that applies to everything. You're growing things, it doesn't grow like you expected it, grow it again. Keep trying till you get it right. We're here to learn. See? Practice, learn. Now, I know for a fact on one of these shots, I anticipated, I jerked, and I felt the arrow go way off target. Guess where it hit? Look. That's a plastic tip on this arrow. Went straight into the tree. Imagine what that's gonna do to you with just a plastic tip. So these are not toys, these are weapons. And they will kill you. And when you put the metal, broadhead, sharp, surgical steel heads on these arrows, and you shoot that animal through the lung or through the heart, that's what you're doing. You're killing that animal so that you can put food on your table. And these are the kind of shots you want. Dead center. Practice makes perfect in everything.